Happy Friday and welcome to Getting Baked with Crystal. Who's ready to get baked?
Obligated.
You can leave. Just leave me the mouse, you can go. Apparently Dan's got better things to do. Hello everybody, I hope you're having a good day. We are here to make one of my favorite recipes. How have I not shared this with you guys? I guess you wouldn't know that I didn't share this with you, but how did I not realize cinnamon roll coffee cake, you guys? This one is amazing. I know several of you are baking along with us tonight. Please let me know in the chat if you are baking along. We good? Nope, he found a spot. He's got a sniff. He's not moving. We've got several super chats. Thank you guys so much, as always, for the support. We do appreciate each and every one of you. Helen, with my favorite sexy pair, shaking his booty, says, hey you. Hey Helen, hope you're having a good day. Dan has to scroll. There we go. Oh wait, go up a bit. Nancy reminding everybody that next Tuesday is Punchki Day. Wish I had somewhere to get them out here. I don't. And I looked into it. I don't think I'm ready to make those. Maybe some point in the distant future. Not yet. I'm not there yet. Scroll down a little bit. There we go. Hannah with the super chat. Live from my kitchen somewhere in Lancaster, California. It's Friday night. Let's get baked. Let's do this, friends. I am ready. Alicia with the super chat says, happy Friday. Excited for tonight. Me too. Me too. I thought there was one more. No? Are we caught up? Yes, PJ! Konnichiwa! Happy Friday! Let's get baked! With enough exclamation marks to use up all of his characters. Thank you so much for the super chat, and thanks for being here, friend. We're scrolling. Oven. Yes, we're not quite there yet. This recipe has 3 different portions to it. So we are going to make the cake. We are going to make the cinnamon topping. We blob that stuff all together and throw it in the oven, and then after it's done cooking for 25 to 30 minutes, pretty quick bake on this one, then we make the cream cheese glaze. If you don't have cream cheese, you could probably just do a real simple powdered sugar milk glaze, but the cream cheese takes it up a notch and really makes it cinnamon rolly. It's really good. Melissa is baking tonight. Hannah's is already in the oven. Awesome. If you guys want this recipe, you can find it on the Getting Baked with Crystal Pinterest page on the recipes I made on the show board. It's a really good recipe. I have made this one for years. It's on like the 2nd page of my cookbook. It's been in there forever. Every time we had a family gathering for probably 2 years, I would make this. I even made this at your sister Leslie's house one time. I brought the ingredients and made it in her oven. She has a convection oven, so it was a little bit different and kind of got wonky. But yes, this is a tried and true. You will love this. Everybody will love this. Keeps well for several days. Is there a calendar for March yet? No, but it will be out by the 1st. Don't you worry. Hannah says, I like when I printed the instructions, it said 1, preheat oven to 350, 2, cake. Cake. Okay, let's get started because there are several steps to this. We are going to start with our flour. This one uses a lot of flour. 3 cups. I need to refill my flour, so let me use what's in here first. And this does make a 9 by 13 cake. I neglected to put that on the recipe card this time. I apologize for that, but it is 9 by 13. Bjornbug says, I baked the other day. I emailed Dan pics of my labor. Well, Dan did not show it to me, so I know nothing about it. Just a half a little piece left in here. What did you bake, Bjornbug? Did you make this? Close enough. This is the perfect thing to watch when you started a weight loss program. Probably not. Sorry, not real into healthy, weight loss friendly snacks. I hate opening bags of flour. Alicia tried sweet potato fries today and loved them. You know, I've tried them a couple of times. Not a fan. I love sweet potatoes. Do not like them in fried form. So you guys know that I have talked about my flour containers, sugar, powdered sugar, everything I use them for several times. This does hold an entire bag of flour, but when I fill it up when I'm using it, I like to not quite fill it up all the way. That way I can more easily loosely fill the measuring cup without having to mash it down in there and pack the flour. Just a pro tip from me to you guys. If you guys are interested in getting this, and I highly recommend it, it keeps the critters out and stuff. We always had trouble with things getting into our dry goods, and once I got these, I didn't have any problem with that anymore. They are on our kit, linked at gettingbabycrystal.com. You can also find the link on the Pinterest page in the bio. There's still more in there. Foxy Koala with the super chat. Thank you so much, friend. It says, how's it going? It is going good. We're about to make one of my favorite things. Okay, so to our 3 cups of sugar, we are going to sift in large bowl or mixer. I just made this like 3 weeks ago, and I'm a little lost. So we're actually going to put this in here and add our wet ingredients to it, but I'm going to go ahead and stick to it in here. We're going to sift together the flour, salt, sugar, and baking powder. So it is a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Lily says, I'm the same way. I don't like opening the huge bags of flour at culinary school. Yeah, they never open smoothly. I miss, they used to have them in plastic bags that opened perfectly. It had the little, like how brown sugar comes. I haven't been able to find those in forever, so we're stuck with the paper bags that I can't stand. All right, after that, we need a cup of sugar. Do you have recipes on your flour packets? I do on ours here in Australia. I'm sure they do. I never look at them. What's the recipe on there?
Banana bread.
Banana bread. I've never, the only recipe on a package that I know for sure that I have used is on the, salted caramel, I don't want to say chocolate chips, salted caramel chips was the recipe for the chocolate cookies that I put the salted caramel chips in. And I believe I've made that on the show as well. That's the only one I recall ever using off of a package. I don't think this is enough sugar either. I've got to open another frustrating paper package. Betty Lee Bonkers, my good friend Nickel, hello, says, hi, I made it to one of these bad boys. Welcome, friend. Glad to see you here. Hope you're doing well. You are one of the people in our town who got snow last week. We did not get any here at my house. It came down, but not enough to like touch it or pick it up or anything. Megan reminded me, don't forget the almond extract. There's no almond extract in this recipe. Oh my god. Also, hate opening sugar.
Is it fresher when it comes out of the bag?
Well, yeah, but it's just easier to pour than if I had poured it in there and tried to scoop it out. Unfortunately, my sugar container does not hold an entire bag of sugar.
That's not the right sugar container.
I know, but I've used this for my sugar forever. And the Tetris in my baking cabinet does not allow for any change of containers at this point in my life. So we're stuck with it, Dan. What? No almond extract? Come on, Chris. You know I'll screw it up somewhere, somehow. Okay, and last thing is 4 teaspoons of baking powder. I'm gonna need more of that soon. 1, 2, 3, nope, 4. 4, there we go. And we're just gonna kind of sift this together. What else is going on in the chat there?
No, our pin links aren't working, and I'm trying to...
Our pin links?
Yeah, like I pin one to the top, so I was trying to figure out.
Right.
Trying to figure out why.
If you guys are making this in a mixer, it will fit in the mixer. But if you're using a hand mixer, you're going to want a bigger bowl than you would think. It does have 3 cups of flour, so that tells you right there. It's a pretty big recipe.
Let's see if this one works.
Look, a mooch head, yes. Linda says, sorry, Dan, no Kinder eggs, all sold out.
Oh, no. You should push down a child for one. I gave you permission.
Dang.
All right, I fixed the link.
My mom had a frustrating day at work today, and she came over and she was talking to me. She's like, I should go have a candy bar. I've only got a few left. And she was so, like, sad that she was already almost out of her $80 worth of damn candy bars.
Yeah, it's not. It's like the end of her riches, her candy riches.
I don't doubt that she will go back and buy more, now that she knows where to find them. Okay, so usually we mix wet ingredients and then add the dry ingredients. This recipe has it doing the other way, so that's what we are doing. So to this we are going to add milk, eggs, and vanilla. I'm going to go ahead and start the oven. It gets set to 350. I got this. Hannah said, OMG, this is delicious. One thing that I and Dan love about this recipe is that you can eat it straight out of the oven. It's actually amazing fresh out of the oven, all nice and warm and squishy and gooey. But much better once you put the icing on it. Ugh. Sorry, gotta get that membrane out of there. I am not a fan.
Especially those insane ones. Can't let those stay.
Dan, everybody. Alright, so 2 eggs, 2 teaspoons of vanilla.
Sure you got the right one?
Yes. Vanilla or teaspoon?
Vanilla extract.
Yes. Yes, because it does not look like the almond extract. It's a purple bottle. I know my purple bottle. And 1.5 cups of milk. Kind of a lot of milk in this one. And Jess is here. She says, had to get stuff ready because I'm totally making this. Yes, you are going to love it. And it cooks quick enough. You guys could make this like on a Saturday morning and just eat it fresh. It's not something that has to sit overnight like the lemon cakes and stuff that I make. You can make this fresh and warm for breakfast.
I think I liked it better cold.
It's good either way. I like it fresh out of the oven. Just dig a fork in and go for it. Do I have cat hairs on me?
No, some stuff.
Some stuff?
Some stuff.
Yum. Okay, so 1.5 cups of milk. 2 eggs, and what was it? 2 teaspoons of vanilla. That all up. Megan, I saw you said up there earlier, we should have a box from her. I think she said Monday.
Okay, I went today and there was nothing there,
no.
So I'll try again next week.
She says, I meant to write a note in the box. I'm sending y'all. Open it on a live stream when you guys get it. Okay, awesome. We will definitely do that.
Yes, this Wednesday will probably be a Pictionary.
Yes, I believe Wednesday we have Pictionary.
Yeah, so we can do it there. Thank you.
The only bad thing, maybe when I make this I should do it the normal way, because you get clumps of the dry ingredients on the bottom when you pour the wet ingredients on top. So I do find myself having to scrape this more than most, and it just right now occurred to me that that's probably why. Betty Lee Bonker said, I found a good deal on Amazon for 6 cereal containers for like 18 bucks. That is an amazing deal. My cereal doesn't usually last long enough to go into a container.
You are the container.
Yes. Also, I buy it by the torso. I would need 6 containers to put my cereal in. I did just get a fresh torso of Oops All Berries. Alright, this is just about ready. I'm just trying to get these last bits of dry ingredients off of here. Okay, let me try and screw anything up. Flour, salt, sugar, baking powder, milk, eggs, vanilla. Stir in melted butter. Okay, so we're gonna do a half a cup of melted butter.
Yeah, Christine says, I have a Tupperware party coming up. Do you remember those 70s, like, pitchers that drinks would come in?
My mom still has them.
With those funky lids?
We borrowed them when our kitchen was being redone and we needed water. I think we filled them up with water and brought them over here.
Yeah, I think Jesus drank out of them.
I think so.
He was at the first Tupperware party.
I saw they were bringing some old Tupperware back. They're, like, remaking it.
Yeah?
Yes.
With that old, like, beige, brown, and green colors?
Oh, God, I hope not.
What was going on with those lids? They were like a dome on the inside, and
it was like
you had to, like,
ridged,
push, yeah,
and then it comes apart so you could clean it. I don't know, man. Okay, so we're gonna throw this in the microwave and melt it. I usually try to plan ahead when I know I have to microwave something. I did not do that today, and there's all kinds of stuff in front of the microwave. Okay. I don't know why I feel so frantic tonight. I know how to make this recipe. I shouldn't be frantic.
I'm not often frantic. I like that name.
Yeah.
It's better than moist.
It is. I'll give you that. It definitely is. I don't like to be frantic, though. Alright, let me see where we are at with our melted butter.
You know what time it was?
I always use a fork for my melted butter. I don't know why. Okay, that needs a little bit longer. Is this a vodka for Crystal Night? Oh, I don't think so. I'm not really feeling it. We'll see how the night goes. It is early. I also just ate, so it would take a lot of vodka to work. Okay, I'm gonna let that cool for a second while I prep my pan.
Make sure you get the right spray out.
Yeah? Is that speaking from experience?
Yeah.
What happened?
Today I tried to make, in the toaster oven, no, in the air fryer.
You can come over here and tell your story.
No. Today on the air fryer, I tried to make green beans, like fresh green beans. I cut the ends of them off and I spray them with, which is now that can of compressed air that's got avocado oil in it, like psh,
right.
You know. I pulled out and sprayed.
Oh no!
Theater butter, popcorn butter on an accident.
At what point did you realize it?
After I sprayed it all, I pulled it out and I was like, okay. So I pulled it out of the cover right next to the correct one and said, "That's not right."
And sprayed it anyway?
No, like halfway through the spray, and I'm like, that is not what I wanted. And it like laid it down pretty thick. It ended up not being bad at all, but I did not.
Oh, you didn't like wash it off and start over?
No, I know. I wiped it on there and then put my seasoning on top and then cooked it. It was it's basically butter.
Basically, but it didn't taste like butter.
It tasted like I bought them at the theater.
Did it?
Yeah, I still ate them. Like I was hungry.
Dr. Detroit said Dan had an almond extract moment.
Oh, it was like not the business. Like I didn't want it because I spray kind of. It comes out like a lot more. Like a little goes a long ways.
Right.
And so a little went a long ways. I was like, shoot. So I was like, well, whatever, you know. So then it was fine, but like that's not what I wanted today. So careful. As it was coming out in the air before it hit the food, I was like, that's not right.
I mean, it's a vegetable. You could have washed it off and started over.
I'm a boy.
That's not the way Dan does things.
No, I'm going for it.
Okay.
And Mooch is just a loaf.
Yeah. He saw me getting out cream cheese earlier, so he knows there's going to be something for him later. Okay, so to our batter that we've made already, we are going to add a half a cup of melted butter, which is a stick of butter. Woofy says, singing in the shower is fun until you get soap in your mouth. Then it's a soap opera.
Oh my gosh. Comedy. Good job. That was a good one. I have also not heard that one. Yeah, I made a culinary oopses, right? I mean, the only way it could have been worse is if it was like silly string coming out of the can.
Yeah.
No,
That's the only way it could have been worse?
It could have been like
hairspray.
Canned cheese.
Maybe green beans better.
No, the green beans are good with just the seasoning on them and, you know, olive oil or whatever. So I was using that almond can, so it was easy to spray a little on and swish it around.
All right, so once that is mixed in, you're going to go ahead and dump that into your pan, your 9x13 pan. Hey, Mooch. You want to taste? Yes, you do.
You like woke him up though. Now you've done
Oh,
it.
he was watching. All right, stay there.
Oh, he's not gonna stay there. You just like gave him the taste of blood. He's gonna go sharking around.
Gone.
He's gonna go sharking around.
He always gets so mad when I let him have a taste and then I wash the rest away. Do you approve? Yeah, you do. All right, can you lay down? Lay down. I've got my handy dandy bowl scraper from Hannah. I'm going to use this to get the rest of this out of my mixing bowl.
Is this about to go in the oven for a little bit?
I have to make the topping first. Right now it's just cake. We need it to be cinnamon cake.
So it could be anything it wants right now?
It could.
Anything.
Okay, so we set that aside, and let me see. Okay, I'm gonna need this bowl. I hope my butter is soft enough. So we're gonna use a cup of butter. Hey Dan.
Oh yeah?
PJ with the super chat.
Oh jeez.
Says, last night, Gloria Gaynor broke into my house. At first, I was afraid. I was petrified.
PJ!
Definitely comedy jail.
PJ.
Hey Dan.
Yeah?
Did you hear about the fire at the circus?
Shit. Darn, I don't know. No, I did not hear about the fire at the circus.
It was intense.
No! I walked away. That drove me. I walked away. I'm now in the other room.
That was from Hannah. Alright, so a cup of softened butter. Oh, I should mix my dry ingredients first. Don't mind me, guys.
Whoa, Control Z.
Oh, I don't think I got out my brown sugar. Can you give me out brown sugar, Dan?
Brown sugar?
Yeah. What are you doing?
I was hanging out while you were baking.
Oh.
See ya.
Dan, everybody.
Yeah.
Stop. That's only for your show. Alright, so we're going to do a cup of brown sugar. Feels really quiet in here today, and I know it's always quiet when we do these shows, but for some reason today it feels exceptionally quiet.
Probably because I'm quiet.
Is that why?
Maybe so.
Can you talk?
You know what it is?
Tell
I don't
me.
hear traffic going by.
Maybe that is it. Can someone honk a horn, please? Okay, to that we are going to add 2 tablespoons of flour and a tablespoon of cinnamon. What temp should the oven be? 350. tablespoons of flour. I think I'm also using up the last of my cinnamon and starting a new one. It's weird when you're making one recipe and several items run out.
Yeah, we were to the end of some of the stuff. But I bought new stuff.
That was 3-in-1 recipe.
Yeah, that happens. I was making some rub for meat. Not mine, like to eat. And I ran out of some of the stuff as well. But now it's fresh. Now it's like nice and fresh.
Some of it. Okay, tablespoon, give or take, of cinnamon. And to that, we're going to sift that together and then add, I got to get a new whisk out because that one got wet. We're going to add 2 sticks of butter to that and mash it together with a fork.
Is tomorrow when we go to the movies?
Sunday. That's it? That was your only question?
Do you snuck stuff into the theaters before, right?
Why do you think I carry a purse?
Like all growing up, like when you were younger?
Yeah, absolutely.
What was like your go-to? Was it outside food or was it snacks?
Snacks, always gummies. Although, I don't remember if it was last time we went to the theater or the time before, but one time recently when we went to the theater, I pulled out my snuck-in snacks and I started choking on something, and then I'm like, I shouldn't have brought anything.
Like, was that like your karma?
I think so.
Is that what you're trying to say? You're trying to
no,
say
but
that?
it's awful when you're in a theater and you start choking.
What do you do? Are you worried that the guy the usher is gonna come give you a Heimlich maneuver and like a goober's gonna come out and he's like, hey,
you didn't buy that here.
You didn't buy that here.
I don't eat goobers. It's sour gummy worms.
You're in trouble.
Speaking of which, do we have any? We might have to hit the Walgreens on the way up to the movie theater.
Yeah. Well, so, what? Like, did you ever sneak alcohol into the theater?
No. No, I don't think I ever did.
No?
No, I'm trying to think. I don't think I ever did. Did you?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I think you've done it with me before.
Yeah, I've like...
Didn't you drop a beer bottle once and it rolled forward?
Yeah, it rolled from the back to the front. You just hear it rolling, tink, roll. Oh, yeah. I've done that before. I try to sneeze when I open the can. Achoo! But like, why did I bring bottles? Probably because that's just what I had.
Right.
I was just MacGyvering it, but yeah, I've put big jackets on and I've walked like
big jackets.
I fudged.
It's all about a purse.
My pants and I just kind of waddle in with like a sixer inside me. Yeah, for sure.
Sam says we're not allowed any food or drinks in the theater right now. Jeez, really?
Does that mean I gotta drink my spit when I go?
I think we're allowed.
I don't know.
We should look into that and make sure.
We should.
I mean, they make most of their money on concessions, so...
I'll look right now.
Linda wants to know, what movie are you going to? We are going to go see, it's called Studio 666, and it's a Foo Fighters horror movie, apparently. I don't know. My mom told me today, I heard it's really gory. Like, that's my kind of movie.
Your mom hangs out with Chicken Little.
Yes. She listens to the morning radio and the news, and she heard it was gory.
Oh, I had the morning radio on the other day. I always play podcasts, but when I was driving, my podcast ended.
Oh, I hate when that happens.
And I didn't save the next one, and I was driving, and so I hit the button, and the radio came on. Oh my gosh.
It's the worst.
It's like, and I know everything's like, when I say the word fake, like, it's so fake.
It is.
It's so fake. It's so bad. It's like, even like, every TikTok is smarter than the radio.
Yes.
Like, they're so cheesy and bad, and it's just so dumb. Like, I almost was gonna drive into oncoming traffic.
No, don't say that. A Foo Fighters horror movie, is that like a live stream from the front row of their tour? Oh, I like the Foo Fighters. In his book, he told the story about remember when he fell off the stage?
Oh, he broke his leg?
Yeah. Apparently, like, his foot got caught on a wire or something. He tried to catch it, and then was like, oh, F it, I'll just jump down. Like, I got this. Not realizing that it was higher than he thought it was going to be, and he shattered his leg. And they were like, you need to go to the hospital. And he refused to go to the hospital. And he made him just, like, set it as well as they could, and then they're like, we can't just leave it. So some guy had to come out and like hold it, and I don't recall if he held it the whole time or if they got something going on to. I think they had to go get like a boot or something to put it on.
I thought he left and got hooked up real quick and came back.
He went backstage, and they were like, you have to go put a boot on. We need to get you like over to the hospital. And they're like, no, we got a show here. I got to do this show. So he told them, you go get it. I'm going back out. And then like the guy held his ankle until they came back with the boot or whatever, and he just did the rest of his show sitting down. I once saw Foo Fighters do a pop-up show at a Best Buy in Phoenix. It was really pretty cool. That's awesome. I'm pretty sure I saw them at one of the Bridge School benefit acoustic shows. Because I know they played there, and it was around the time that I was going, so I think I saw them at one of those. Okay, so can I get this camera?
All I see is that you have to keep your mask on unless you're consuming food or drink. So
you'll be eating popcorn the whole time? Alright, so this is not a streusel topping. This is a creamy cinnamon buttery mush. So you don't want it to be like crumbly. It's going to be creamy. This is the consistency that you want here. And then you're going to get your cake.
You could rent it out for church.
In the movie theater?
Mm-hmm. And gaming.
And you're just going to drop spoonfuls on here, and then you're going to use a knife to swirl it in. Crystal the Animal Lover says, have a great night. I know these will be yummy. Yes, it is absolutely delicious. Like I said a bunch of times, I highly recommend every single one of you tries this.
Did you have an option when you bought tickets online to order your snacks and foods and drinks?
Yes. I didn't tell you that part, because you would want everything.
They'll deliver it to your seat for $2.
I'll just make my Dan go get it.
Yeah, that's the fun part, is like standing in line and looking at the hot dogs rolling around in that basket like it's on a...
Is 11:30 too early for ice cream?
No.
All right, not when you're at the movies? Is it like airport rules?
No, what kind of ice cream are you going to get at the airport?
At the airport?
At the movies.
I don't know, but they have ice cream there. Teresa says, what kind of music do you like? Me, mostly like ska and punk-ish type stuff. And then like, old rock and roll. Dan likes Katy Perry and Taylor Swift, mostly.
We've moved on to, we're into Avril Lavigne this week.
Oh yeah? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Like the old stuff? Is she still making music?
She is, and it sounds like her old stuff.
So, do you prefer the old stuff or the new stuff, or is it equally good?
To be honest, I liked her and everything, but she was like I was out doing stuff. I wasn't like paying too much attention to her.
She was singing about skater boys, and you were out skating.
I was like a little bit older. But it sounds like happy to me. Those are like happy times.
What type of, give me an example of some of her lyrics. I know you're not a lyric person.
Did this, I don't know. It's all just like happy noises. She made this Japanese kawaii video like 5 or 6 years ago, and her Japanese in it is like so cringy. Like
she's actually, she learned a sentence or two?
It's like offensive.
To you, who's not even Japanese?
It's just offensive. Dan is rocking Skater Boy and ICP. ICP was earlier. ICP was late 90s.
PJ says, oh my gosh, I freaking love Avril Lavigne!
Let's get it out now. You gotta check it out.
Melissa says it might be cheaper to pay the $2.50 instead of sending Dan to stand in line and oogling the hot dogs.
I just oogle them. I just objectify them and I leave.
We'll get there early so that I can control his food purchases.
I'll be good.
The theater.
I don't want to go there to consume food. I just want to go there to get out of the house because I'm going a little bit crazy.
Okay, so then we just knife this. You just want to kind of swirl it through. My butter was not terribly soft, so it's still a little thick, but I think we can make this work.
And Steve's gonna go see she's playing in Windsor, dude.
Steve's gonna go see her?
Yeah, he's gonna put on some Avril liner.
And his best plaid tie.
Yeah, his best plaid tie.
So when you do this, I highly recommend you just try to evenly distribute it. Make sure you get it to the ends and stuff, because you don't want a bite that doesn't have cinnamon in it, because then it does not taste cinnamon rolly. But you don't want to fully mix it in, because you kind of want the clumps.
Just as how far are you putting that knife in? Just halfway?
Like halfway. Yeah, probably about halfway. I don't scrape the bottom. I'll have a really big blob here.
Drea Kitty Husky with the Kumiko Super Chat. Thank you so much. And
Hello,
hey,
friend, and thank you.
How about that Bubba Wallace Daytona 500 finish? Steve said just a tip.
Damn it, she set me up for it and I failed. Alright, you're going to have a glaze over the top. It doesn't have to be perfect. I promise it's going to be delicious either way. Alright. We threw this in the oven 25 to 30 minutes. I think when I made it last time it was 30, so I'm just going to go ahead and set this for 30. Clean up a little bit. Do you have a story to come tell while I wash my bowl?
No, I'll come say hi though.
Okay, come say hi.
What's up with my hair? It looks like I went to the... It looks like today that I went to the haircut place, and I'm like, could you give me Diffure in the front and Party in the rear? I'm thinking that's what it's looking like today.
Good look, Dan.
It is a really good look. A Canadian shirt again, yeah. Steve sent me a shirt of him, or, I mean, what I imagine Steve looks like in real life. And there's Beaver in it.
When he dresses up in his Sunday best.
Right. We need a dance story. I don't have any dance stories. If you want to hear some dance stories, I listened to the most recent episode of In the House, an audio recording, not a podcast, where we talked about a lot of things. We went on for almost 2 hours. Today I've been watching Neon Genesis Evangelion. It's been going on for since the 90s. And I finally got to watch 3.0
Same storyline, or did they reboot it?
It's layers, where the same thing keeps happening again, but with little remnants of things from before, so you're like, what the heck is going on?
Wait, what?
Right. So, there's a timeline, and then the timeline kind of starts over for each one of these, reboots that they're doing, but, with pieces of the same timeline from before, so you know, stuff is continuing. I don't know. It always makes me question life, and I'm always weird for a few days after watching it. So I watched the rest of... I had to watch the end of it today. This was the last of the last of the last, since it's been going on to the 90s. And so, yeah, so... What is life after watching that? What is life?
Brittany with the super chat with the adorable Inu. Hello,
Hi,
and
yes.
Thank you for the support, friend.
Yeah, hopefully you're not at work tonight.
Yes. Steve wants to know if you're wearing that around town, too.
I wore it today. I went into the doctor's office with it today, and I went to get my oil change. I got my oil change today, and you'll be proud of me. I got my oil change today, Crystal, and it was next door to a Taco Bell.
But you're not even down for Taco Bell right now, so it's not like it exerted any self-control.
But, nobody would have known.
You're right. Just like all the other times you got fast food.
Yeah, right. So I had a chance to, slip into the Taco Bell, and I didn't. Do it. I know. So... but yeah, if you wanna hear not a podcast,
not a podcast, an audio recording.
It was a fun gimmick, and I think we're confusing people.
No, I think you're just confused.
Right.
Betty Lee Bonkers has joined the RFS fam.
Yes.
Welcome, and thank you so much for the support, my friend. That gets you your name in green on the screen when you comment, so I can see you a little bit better. It gets you access to all the stickers, emojis, whatever you want to call them. You can put Blake's big giant dorky looking head in the chat if you want. That also will get you on our list. No, damn it, this way. Next time I update this list, Betty Lee Bonkers, your name will be on here. Thank you so much to all of our members. There's so many of you guys. You guys help keep these shows going. You allow us to do what we do, so thank you. We appreciate you. If you are at the $5 level membership, you will have access to the Members First vlogs. When Dan makes vlogs, they go to Members First. Once all you guys have watched it, then... the rest of the people get to watch it. So you'll have early access to that. If you are at the $10 level, you will have access to, I did it the right way, the In the House, an audio recording, not a podcast, which is just me and Dan talking about things and stuff.
This said it was long.
It was very long. It's very easy. We talk to each other all the time. We just tell a story and then on to the next thing and on to the next thing. Very tangenty. So Sandy, if you're listening, you're not going to like it. I'm just going to put that out there right now. The way that we tell stories, you guys watch us. You see how this goes. We start telling a story and then something else will pop in our head, or one of us will ask a question, and then we go down this other tangent, and then come back to the main story about 10 or 15 times before we get to the end of the story. So if you don't like that, you're not going to like it. But if you like listening to us talk, that's what we do. We will also be, I did it the right way again, tomorrow night, 6 p.m. Pacific, we will be live again, right here, well, actually over there, with Jess and Steve. They are joining us for another episode of $1 Million But. If you guys missed it or you don't know what this is a game of stipulations. You get $1 million, but every time this happens, that happens. Different scenarios. I've got 25 new scenarios for you guys for tomorrow. And then we talk about whether we'd take the $1 million or not. So join us and see. It was really, really a lot of fun last time, so you're not going to want to miss that, for sure. Brittany with another super chat, thank you so much, says, I'm at work today. It's my Monday and preparing for much overtime this week. Someone rage quit. Oh, that's the best way to quit. Love it. Love it for them, hate it for you.
Although I will not be reading your message out loud, Steve. That was pretty good. We'll just keep it there at that. I want you to recognize that I read it.
Hannah says, last $1 million but was so freaking hilarious. You know, I wasn't sure how that was going to hit, but it worked really well. I think the four of us have good chemistry together, and it worked well. Kind of like Clue mixed with Monopoly.
I never win at Monopoly.
I don't think it's like Clue mixed with Monopoly. I'm not sure which aspects of each game you're referring to, so that math didn't go together for me, but maybe? $1 million, but you have to snuggle the snow dogs. No, you're missing a stipulation, though. $1 million, but every time you snuggle a snow dog, one of your teeth falls out.
Oh, you have to sit to pee.
You have to what?
Sit to pee.
You do that anyway. Liz will have to miss Saturday night. She'll be at work. Oh, we'll miss you, friend, but make sure you catch the replay. It will be up there. If you guys miss any of our episodes, they are always still up on the YouTube channel. You don't have to have a membership for that. Those are free. You can always go catch any of our back episodes. If you want to catch up on a recipe or watch a Pictionary, which those probably aren't quite the same replaying them, but you can still laugh at Dan's horrible elephant drawings.
I do get quite a few comments and stuff afterwards. People go back and watch them.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm not sure how well it plays if it's not interactive. Like, if you can't interact at the time, but I guess it's still funny. Lily CK says, no way to that $1 million, Crystal. Yeah, I have a lot of quirks. Y'all know this. You better than anybody, Dan. So there are few things that I would be okay with in having $1 million as a reward. So, Angela says, flea circus! Yes. It was flea market. Flea market with the dollar signs.
Who's bringing up the past? Who was that?
That was Angela.
Angela. Thought we were friends.
Healed Husky says, well, I'd be toothless. I snuggle my snow dogs every day. Yep. Uncle Yukon says, that does happen. Snuggle dog lifts head hits your mouth and knocks out tooth. Mooch got me good. So Mooch is one of those cats, I don't know if you guys have seen him do it, maybe in a vlog or something, I don't know, but I know you've seen videos of cats doing it where you like put your thumbs under their armpits and then they like go for it, they commit, like a toddler. And he did it to me, I think it was last night, and just went up and whacked me in the face. But, you know, he's a tiny little cat. But, yeah, he headbutted my face. He got me good. Jess said she'd be toothless too.
Steve says, I rewatched the $1 Million But episode, and I was in it. Did you really? I've never...
Did you watch yourself? Because anytime Dan, like, sometimes he'll go back and put on something we did, sometimes the same night to see how something looked or something. Like that one time Topo fell out of my arms. I didn't drop him, he fell out of my arms.
We were trying to figure out if that was good or not.
Yeah, like, did that look like animal abuse? Should we take this video down? I didn't drop him, he fell out, he leaped.
I forgot all about that. That was bad news.
Yeah, but you gotta watch it and make sure it plays okay.
I'll go back for quality control to see, like, are we still hitting our audio marks, even though I can see it on the screen? How does it look after I've made changes? Otherwise, like, I don't watch any of that stuff because, like, it's like rewinding your life. Like, I lived it.
Right.
I don't want to see anything.
Too soon.
Yes.
But whenever you do put something on, like, I can't not watch myself. Like, did I make a weird face?
Yeah, always. Yeah, that's.
Me?
But so I am excited to go back and rewatch all our old vlogs.
It's been long enough. It's time.
Right. Which I don't watch because, like, you live it. Then you edit it, then you watch it back, and then you post it and make sure it works. Like, you really are Groundhog's Day when you make a...
You're fully saturated with your life?
You're fully saturated with your life. Like, yeah, you're fully saturated. So, like, I don't, like, watch the stuff.
Hey, Dan.
Huh?
What's brown and sticky?
A stick. Oh!
Sorry, Hannah.
Boo-boo.
You found the one that he knew.
Actually, I read it first.
Oh, okay.
Otherwise, I would have, like...
not known?
No, I would have not known.
Steve says, I was just checking to make sure I wasn't a bundle of nerves, but I got this now.
No, you seem good.
You were fine.
You're fine.
Sometimes on the inside you're freaking out a little bit, but nobody knows that. Just fake it till you make it, friend. You got this.
The hardest part is you get no punchline payoff.
Yes, there's no audience to react to your jokes.
Audience. It's quiet.
Absolutely.
Yes. That's the hardest thing.
We have each other when we're doing the show, but if one of us is like focused on something else or trying to do something, it definitely throws you off. And even though there's like 4 of us, it's awkward to talk to a camera. Even if there are, we're all on the screen and we're talking to each other, but then there's that weird timing thing and like not wanting to talk over each other.
Out of all the years we've done entertainment stuff, there's been never an audible reply. It's not like a comedian reaction and stuff like that. The only time I got one was fucking Turd Ferguson. Dude, I hate you. You're gonna get put in time. Now you threw me off track. Was I at the Novi Pet Expo? I was able to like.
That's when you had audience feedback.
I was able to do stuff and make people laugh in front of me. And you're like, oh, that's why people are comedians. Shut up, Steve. Why is that? Why is that?
He said, gets him every time. Jess says, Eleanor usually takes a good nap around this time, so I should be good to not be too distracted, but I'm 100% sure she will distract me at some point.
Yes.
Don't worry, Jess. Let me let you know a little secret. Our audience loves snow dogs.
Oh, I thought you were going to say, just give your dog a shot of brandy.
No, do not take parenting tips from my mom.
Jess was concerned. She's like, well, there's going to be times where I'm going to have to get up. I'm like, that's fine.
There's enough of the rest of us.
You have a newborn.
Yes. Hey, Dan.
What?
Don't look at the chat.
I did already. I'm sorry.
I can't tell you a joke.
I don't know. Sorry. I was doing that.
Now, Brittany says, Jess, just put her in your lap. I think she might be too big for that already. At least to be comfortable in that desk chair.
I don't know. I saw a picture of her today, and she already looks like she's leveled up. By the time I get there, she's not going to have puppy breath anymore.
Oh, puppy breath. I have not had a puppy since I was like 8, and I still remember what puppy breath smells like.
Yeah, yeah.
And it makes me gag a little.
Really?
Jess says she's freaking huge already. She's going to be 14 weeks tomorrow. Yeah, she's growing quick. That's all. That was the end of my sentence. I was waiting for some sort of reaction, but sometimes your co-host has no reaction.
Oh, I didn't even hear what you were saying. I was reading. Sorry. You want to try it again?
No, I'm good.
You sure? We could do 2 takes. It's television.
Apparently y'all love puppy breath.
I don't know. Isn't that a candle? You think they have that as a candle? I bet they do. I bet you could.
You're gonna find a puppy breath candle?
I bet you could. Yes. Also, I'll show you what BRM Bug emailed me. Let me scroll back here and find it. Oh, here we go. The strawberry cheesecake cookies there's before. Oh, I love your stove.
Oh, that's adorable.
And there's after. Why are they so
What are all these buttons? I need to know more about your stove.
Why are the cookies crumbly?
The cracks on top?
Oh.
Is this... You made it with that same morsels and more thing you sent us, right? That was really good.
You have the most beautiful stove.
Yes. It's all retro and
gosh,
cute.
It's like...
I'm part of a mid-century modern group on Facebook.
What's that about?
People die for that. Like,
is it items or people dressed up like that?
Both, but mostly like items in your house.
Remember when we went to Jean's house and those couples showed up and they lived their lives?
They
live their lives like
it's
Bonnie,
her niece.
It's like Bonnie and Clyde.
Yeah, no, they're very enthralled with like the 30s,
right?
Not like Depression era, but like the style of like the 20s to the 40s or so. I would say
they showed up dressed there. And they talk like that. You say?
You know she dresses like that all the time. I still follow her on Instagram, and she dresses like that all the time. They go do photo shoots that look all retro.
The dude's got the mustache. I think he had the mustache.
It's not quite like this, but
yeah, right.
Yeah, and they like fully busted out like a proper swing dance, and it was amazing.
Yeah, they were like 23 Skadeaton.
They were
24 Skadeaton.
Yeah, it was great.
And then it was. They were like, it was crazy. They pulled it off though. They looked the part.
Yes. Oh, they're
They looked
fully
up fun.
committed. This is
Right.
how they live their life.
But it was weird.
100%.
Yeah.
They did not dress up for the night.
They were doing newsy dances. They were like
She's
swinging
got
around.
actual dresses that were owned by like actresses from the 30s and stuff, or 40s.
They were like,
I keep saying 30s, but I think it's like 20s and 40s. I think the 30s was lots of Depression era stuff.
Yeah.
The buttons are the temperature controls: off, warm, low, medium, high. Does it all function well? Like, is it in good functional order? Because that's what I see a lot on the Facebook group. Is people are like, "Oh, look how beautiful! It doesn't work anymore."
I can't read the chat.
Do you remember the oven that Nanda's mom has in her house?
No.
So she's
Is it
got
two
one of those.
the stack ones.
No,
that are high?
she's got one of those like old retro ovens, but it's like double wide.
And it stands on
I
the
don't
ground?
remember. Yeah, I don't remember if it has 6 burners or just 4 and something else going on. But it's got like the big oven and then the 2 little small ones, and it's like fully retro oven, and it's like a big nice house with like the fully retro, amazing, beautiful oven. I love it.
I don't remember.
Flapper dresses? No, not flapper dresses.
What's that
like,
mean?
What they wore in the 20s. I'll show you.
They were like, they looked like they could have been like dusty. Like everything was all, but like I said, they had that look and they pulled it off. I didn't know what to talk to the guy about because he was from the 30s, so he shouldn't know anything.
That's a flapper dress, like with the fringe.
And
then
no,
you do this.
that
and
was
like,
more like Austin Powers, like
me see.
60s. These two were like Bonnie and Clyde.
Oh, what is her name?
They were like, what's that girl from like those videos that Tonight was taken from on, like was taken from the Smashing Pumpkins? You know that girl that's like always sideways and she's got a tight dress on and those like, and she's got like dingle balls hanging on her head, or she like she's like a chandelier on her head. They were like that. They were like,
I don't know that I want to show like their faces.
yeah, I mean it's public. Yeah, I mean we're not. Nobody's.
I don't know if it's public. I follow her.
You're fine. I'm sure you're just fine.
Oh, okay.
I'm sure that you're just fine.
Well, I don't. I
mean,
cover her name. I don't know.
That kind of looks like an I Love Lucy thing. Can we get a different example? Do they have a Bonnie and Clyde car?
There's definitely like pictures of them in front of cars. I don't think that's the right look. I'm trying to find one that like. I don't know what's happening there.
I don't know. What I see is not what was in my head.
No.
But anyway, they were from like Blast from the Past.
How about this one?
That was just like last week.
That was last summer. But yeah, they fully commit to like living like it's old timey, and I absolutely love
Like the Great
it.
Gatsby?
Yes, like Great Gatsby.
Yes.
Crystal, did you see the snacks I tagged you in on your Getting Baked group? Oh, I went through like right before the show and approved a bunch of stuff, and I didn't have time to look at it. I don't know if that was one of them. Friend, I don't know. I get notifications, and sometimes I'm just like, oh, yeah, approve, and then I don't ever go back and look at them because I get sidetracked by something shiny. No, baking group. This one here. Sorry, lots of buttons to go through. I don't know what you tagged me in. In case you guys missed it, though, Tristan tagged me in this. This is my life story.
I still have a Count Puppet back there somewhere.
We should pull that out, and that should make an appearance
from like
on
the
the show.
70s, maybe the 80s at the most.
Brittany, I don't know if I saw it. I don't know. Looks like Jessica Rabbit. Yes, kind of that style. Yes. Cake time? No, we have 12 more minutes. We've got a little bit more time here. BR Buck says my oven door. Can I get a mouse, or do I not have that power today? My oven door also suffers from fall door. Oh, boo.
Hold on.
I would love to have retro stuff like that, but I'm afraid that I would run into issues where things didn't like cook evenly or work correctly, and then I'd be frustrated and just need a new one and not want to deal with it. Thanks, Dan. Hooray.
Is that better?
Yes, thank you. Husky Mom Bronico says, I have a couple MCM furniture pieces I need to paint for our shop. I don't own anything. I don't think I own anything that you would consider mid-century modern.
No, but
I love that style.
You were looking at a couch.
I was. I want like a Chesterfield couch, but they're either cheap and you get what you pay for, or they're really expensive. And I'm not sure how comfortable they're actually going to be.
Ours is for, like, max laziness.
Oh my gosh, 2 of my real life friends are here. I don't know if she's still here, but Nicole was here, and now Nanda's here.
Oh, great. I'm glad I didn't talk crap about the life-size painting or life-size picture of yourself inside your mom's house when you were talking about your mom's house.
You know what's really weird, Nanda? I don't know if you heard it or if you came in right afterwards. I was just talking about your mom's stove, and then you just showed up. That's weird. Beer Bug says there's a company that completely restores vintage appliances, but they're hella expensive. Yes, absolutely. That's another thing that scares me about getting, like, old stuff. Yeah, it looks cute and all, but...
Nanda said you were talking about my mama.
Your mom in a box, yes, and her cute little stove that I love so much, but I don't know if I could deal with it because it's not new and does it cook evenly? We made 100 cupcakes in it once. We catered a wedding and made 100 cupcakes, me and Nanda and Allison. I don't know. Yes, Nicole was here. I don't know if she still is. She's a member of the RFS fam now, though, so she's one of the cool kids. And hi, I miss you, Nanda. I hope you're doing well. What else is going on here in the chat? Oh, Hannah has some new fragrances. Cinnamon, pumpkin, apple cider, and 2 scents called Harvest Something and Fall Leaf. Harvest Something? Is that the actual name? If you guys missed it on... What day are we on? It was Wednesday. So Wednesday, if you guys missed it, I did get my soap from Hannah, packaged beautifully.
Let me know when
I
you
didn't want all the smell to go away. Damn with pizza flavor. I bought apple pie soap from Hannah's Etsy store, Kansas Homemade. I highly recommend it, you guys. It smells so good. We also ate, if you guys missed it, we ate Disgusting Jelly Beans, courtesy of Melissa. Thank you so much, Melissa.
Oh my gosh, afterwards, we were not happy.
No, we didn't even eat that many, but it made just such a lump in our stomach. We ate the Taco Truck Jelly Beans from Brock's. Margarita churro, salsa, guacamole, beef taco, and horchata. If you guys missed it, you should go check that out. It was about halfway through the episodes.
After it was over, we picked up everything, and we laid on the couch. And I look over at Crystal, I was like, did your stomach kind of hurt a little bit? And she's like, yeah.
Yeah, it was not okay.
It went away because, like, I don't know, after I forgot about it, I was making popcorn. But yeah, I was like, this is not good. I was, like, not stoked. I was, like, not stoked about it at all.
Yeah, I don't recommend that.
No, and they weren't good. Like, none of them were good. Even the horchata one just tasted like sugar.
I did see... Where did I saw it, but I didn't see it when I went back through. I don't know where it went. I don't know. Did I not approve it? I don't know. Friend. It's a blur. But I did see this, and I just didn't comment or do anything or say anything. Who's messaging me? What the heck is going on? Okay.
Oh, here. I'll turn it.
No. And shut me off again.
Yes.
Cosmic brownie ice cream. All about that.
Oh, I pass. I'll have a bite of it.
I'm not the biggest fan of chocolate ice cream, but cosmic brownie, I would definitely try. We need to find some of this. So these are screenshots from Walmart, so we need to find some at Walmart. Although, does it taste any different than cinnamon sugar? Cinnamon Toast Crunch seasoning blend. I would try it. I would definitely try it. Get out of here. Husky Mom Brodico says, yes, Walmart. See, here's the problem. I don't do the shopping anymore. I'll go occasionally, like on the weekend on a Saturday or Sunday, and go grab like bananas for my smoothies and a couple things here and there. Otherwise, I just make lists for Dan. So I miss out on a lot of the new snacks.
You don't really, because I tell you.
Sometimes.
I call you every time there's a new snack that's there, or there was a new Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
But see, a lot of times the things you call me about aren't new. And I'm like, oh yeah, I had that already. I know about that. But I don't get to go see with my own eyes what's going on.
You're not missing it.
Melissa says that Walmart where the spices are. I'm going to have to check next time I'm there. Brittany says the brand of jelly beans you had ain't good anyway. Oh, it doesn't matter what brand made salsa jelly beans. They were not going to be good. Hannah says I need to find the Little Debbie ice creams. Cook with May says I wasn't impressed with the Little Debbie ice creams. Good to know. Lily CK says ask Blake, he might like the Toast Crunch stuff. Oh yeah, he absolutely does. He would eat that. When he was a kid, do you remember I used to have a little salt shaker with cinnamon and sugar mixed together in it, and I would make him cinnamon sugar toast? Yes. I know y'all know about cinnamon sugar toast, but I made it for him often enough we had it like mixed up, and I would just sprinkle that right on, mixed together. Steve says I have so many snacks left over from last weekend. What was last weekend? What happened last weekend? Did you make snacks or did you buy snacks?
I think he bought
Tell me more about your snacks.
Mueller was in town, but you know how it is when you just buy like, oh, I need to like overload the fridge because too much food.
We'll have some of this, and then we'll eat this, and then we'll eat that, and then you eat one meal and you're done.
You don't forget you're full.
Yes. You forget that after you eat, there's no room for more food. Okay.
How's your thing look?
Looks good. It's still got 6 minutes, according to the timer. Alicia says, I loved cinnamon and sugar toast growing up. It is the best. It turns toast into a dessert.
I mean, technically.
Hannah says, we had a jar of cinnamon sugar in our cupboard at all times. Right? Did you even have a childhood if you didn't?
I remember getting it. Like, I would have it when I was sick.
Yeah, only when you were sick?
No, but like that's where I remember it.
I was just telling my mom yesterday because she opened my my candy drawer, my candy drawer, not the community candy drawer at work. And she's like, "Oh, what do you have in it? Ooh, you have cherry heads." I'm like, "Yeah, you can have them if you want." Because when I was sick, she used to buy me cherry heads and grape heads, the little quarter boxes, and I still to this day cannot eat grape heads, and cherry heads are like 50-50. So I was like, "Yeah, you can have that." But anything you have when you're sick when you're a kid, it kind of gets ruined for you.
Things are on the fence for me on whether it tastes like cough syrup or cherry.
Yes.
You know, I had like a sour beer one time, and it tasted like Robitussin. And I was like, I don't want
not a fan.
I don't want the tussin.
Kathy says, I like it on my apple slices. Ooh, I don't know if I've done that. I usually just eat apple plain.
I have before.
Yeah?
Yeah, here's the thing though. Whenever I try, like, if I eat an apple, I'm trying to be good about it. Or like when I eat popcorn, like, I don't put nothing on it because I'm trying to be good about it. So like when I eat like toast and stuff or bread, like, I try not to like load it up with a bunch of stuff.
Right. But it's better when you do.
But it backfires, yes.
Lily CK said, you mean off-brand lemon heads? No. Lemon heads brothers and sisters. There's lemon heads, like in the little quarter boxes, right? You know what I'm talking about? And then they also make cherry heads and grape heads. They're not off-brand. It's the same brand. It's just they're brothers and sisters. They're lesser loved brothers and sisters because lemon heads are really where it's at. Am I right?
I only remember the lemon heads growing up.
Oh, I would always get those little boxes. I don't remember ever seeing them at the store. I just know when I was sick, an R.L. Stein book and grape heads would show up every time. That was just like my mom's get better hack. I don't know. Hannah says, I don't like lemon lime soda because of being sick as a kid. Yep. That or I just don't like lemon lime flavored soda. That's possible. Steve says, yeah, Mueller was in town. Lots of content was made. Awesome. I can't wait to see it. I totally get why Dan and Jess have zero spare time when you guys visit each other, right?
The clock goes fast.
Much like snack planning, you plan out all these things you're going to do, and then all of a sudden, it's time to go home.
I know. When we went camping, we took like 20% more food than we... Like, some of the stuff just wasn't even open or touched or anything.
Better to have too much than not enough. Christine says, that's true. I puked a Reese's ice cream sundae when I was young. Never ate it again. Yeah. Helen says cinnamon is nice on banana on top of pancakes. So we had pancakes last weekend, and I had made this apple cinnamon bread that was a total fail. I think I showed you guys last week that I must have forgotten baking soda or something because it was just this dense, sad bread. But in doing that, I learned that you can throw some sugar and cinnamon on some apples, sliced up all small bite size, and throw it in a pan, and it's amazing. And I made that, and we threw it on top of pancakes, and that was delicious. I highly recommend you guys try that.
Yeah, that was good.
I just chopped up 2 apples, and it was like a couple tablespoons of sugar and a tablespoon of cinnamon or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And that was good stuff. And healthy-ish. Never mind the sugar.
Right. Does more stuff go back in here? The topping, huh?
Yes, I have to make the cream cheese topping. It should be soft enough. I was waiting for the cake to come out of the oven.
2.5 minutes. Until you start poking at it.
But I'm ready now. So you don't want to put the cream cheese, icing, glaze, whatever you want to call it, on right fresh out of the oven because it'll melt and soak into it. You want to let it sit while you make the glaze, and then you can put it on top of it. That should work. Are you sniffing the soap again? Please don't eat it. Steve says there's a bunch of Canadian-specific stuff, and I bought literally all of it. I need to know. Give me like 3 Canadian-specific snacks that I cannot get here in America. Please tell me.
I was making review videos, and I had 2 different Apple TVs, and I named...
Look at you, Mr. Fancy Pants.
And I called it the wrong thing the whole video. And I didn't realize it until after I shot it, after I edited it, and...
Which did you call the wrong one? The old one from years ago that just died, or the new one you just bought, like, within the last 2 weeks?
The new one that I just bought within the last 2 weeks. So,
You just bought it. You didn't know what you bought?
And then so I called it the wrong thing, and then all the way up until like I had to like tag it when I was writing all the data for it out.
Then that's when you realized you screwed it up.
So I realized.
Time to re-record?
Oh, I was so bummed out.
All right, let's see. What are our Canadian-specific snacks? Just as ketchup chips. Those actually you can get out here very rarely. Here's the problem. They're available, but stores don't buy them. When I worked at the gas station, I got to a point where I was doing the ordering, and then I saw like all these weird flavors of chips were an option, and I'm like, let's try it. Pickle chips and ketchup chips and all this weird stuff. And then you just put it up by the register, and people are like, oh my god, ketchup chips, and then they buy the ketchup chips. So the problem is not that you can't get them, it's that suppliers do not get them.
They're absolutely not the same. The all-dressed chips What's that?
You don't know. You didn't go to Canada and have ketchup chips.
Actually, that's the point of the Canada ones, because they're not like the ones here. Remember we went through that? We got a bag? And
I don't think I ate ketchup chips.
Okay, so here's the thing. The all-dressed chips, though, are the same. Because the all-dressed chips that we have here have the Canada logo on the front of it. On the front of the bag. So the ketchup chips here are different than the ketchup chips in Canada, which I've had, and I don't like the ketchup chips that much. I liked them a little bit. We did this. Remember, I thought we did.
I don't think I ate ketchup.
I thought we ate ketchup.
I know you did.
Chips.
That doesn't mean that I did. Lorna says, how long did you put the cake in the oven for? I did 25. I did 30. It's 25 to 30, and I think we are good. So I think because my butter was not fully softened, it did sink down a little more than it usually does in the pan, or into the cake. But it's still there kind of at the top. It doesn't sink all the way to the bottom. So not the prettiest thing right now, but don't you worry, guys. This is going to be worth it. So let that cool. So the other thing Steve says was caramel, all dressed chips. No, thank you. And Dare Fudge Maple Cookies. I don't know what that means. That's so Canadian, I don't even know what you're talking about. Christine says, when I was 17, we mixed Pepsi and gin. Lots of gin. I barfed so much I could not drink Pepsi for years and still can't smell gin. Me too. Still can't smell gin. We had it in the house once, and put it up on a shelf. When someone comes over that wants it, they can take the damn thing home with them because I don't even want to smell it. Not even a little bit.
My first ever, drink of hard alcohol, I was probably, 20, 21, 20.
Yeah?
Hard alcohol was peppermint schnapps.
I ditched high school in freshman year, maybe beginning of sophomore year, and that's when I drank all my gin.
Gin?
All the gin I ever had in my life, because I haven't touched it.
Was that a Snoop Dogg thing?
No. The gin, because a bunch of us left. There was a group of 4 of us, and one guy's parents weren't home, so we went to their house, and there was a bottle of gin. So that's what we drank.
My friend's
since.
mom gave me the peppermint schnapps.
I think that was what I was drinking in junior high. What about wild turkey? Marco says, I don't think I've ever had wild turkey. What kind of alcohol is wild turkey? Is that like a whiskey?
That sounds like a whiskey.
I have no idea. Look, y'all know me. I'm a vodka and tequila girl. Alright, so we are going to make our glaze, and it's just 2 ounces of cream cheese. Take that. Thanks. Yeah, Lorna, it's going to depend on your oven and how hot it cooks. If it runs a little hot, it'll be done in 25. Obviously, you just want it to be cakey. The best test for stuff like this is squish your finger down in it. Not this way, but flat. I'm too far away. Not this way, but this way. And if it bounces back up, let me see if I can. Can I get this camera again? So when you're making cakes and cupcakes and things, if you push on it and it bounces back up into place, it's done. I don't know how well you can see that on the camera, but if it squishes down into it, then it needs more time. If it springs back up, then you're good.
So it's good?
Yes. Okay, so We've got our cream cheese, 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. I think I might need to refill my powdered sugar as well.
I almost crashed my car today looking at a hawk.
A mohawk?
No, like a hawk. It looked like a bald eagle, but had like just a brown paint job. And there was these like power poles, and I was driving, and there was like a billion little birds on the power pole. You know, like they all they were having a meeting.
How birds do.
And then he comes swooping in, boom! He lands on them, like, and they all go blasting off. And then I was just like, whoa, that's so rad! And then I'm like, oh, red light.
Awesome.
Red light and other cars.
I was at a red light today and I saw the most glorious cat. When I first saw it, so there was an apartment and it's like a U shape, and so there's a little courtyard in the center, and I'm at the stoplight, like right in front of the courtyard, and I glance over because I saw movement. There was somebody out there, and so I glance over and I see what I think is just like a little fluffy dog, like lots of fluff, and then I see the tail come up all like cat taily, and I'm like, oh my god, that's a cat. And then I just sat there staring and kept having to like, okay, we're still red. Oh my god. It was like those fluffy, like, are they called Siberian cats? The ones you see in the snow? And they're all like fluff. It was like that. He was so glorious and his tail was just so long and whoosh, whoosh. Oh, so beautiful. I really wanted to grab it.
Meanwhile, we have one that's been coming to our front porch. It looks like Eek the cat.
It looks like Rizzo. I think it's a boy Rizzo. Melissa George says, where did you get your container for your dry ingredients? If you're talking about the like the flour and the sugar, powdered sugar and brown sugar, Dan's going to put a link in there right now for you. They are called something Progressive. They're from Amazon. So Dan will put a link in there. You can find everything that I use here on the show. If you go to gettingbakedwithcrystal.com, you can find a link to, it's called a kit. It shows you all the stuff that we use on the show. Or if you go to the Getting Baked with Crystal Instagram page and you go to the bio, there's a link there with links to all the different things. And there's a link to the kit on there as well. And it'll show you the stuff that we use. I highly recommend these. They're really great. They have a little rubber seal to keep critters out and stuff. The powdered sugar one has a little sprinkly mesh thing here if you wanted to powder. I don't ever do that because it gets messy and it gets all over the place, but in theory you could do that. The flour and the powdered sugar one have this, so when you reach in and measure, it smooths it off, like flattens the top of it. There's the link right there in the chat from Dan. And the brown sugar one has the little terracotta ring there to help keep your brown sugar soft, and I promise you that works. Like every 3 months I soak it in water for 15 minutes, pat it dry, and put it back on there, and I have not had hard brown sugar since I got it. So I recommend these. They're really reasonably priced too. So I suggest you get some. Okay, to this. We have 1.5 cups of powdered sugar. We have 2 ounces of cream cheese. We're going to do a teaspoon of vanilla. Can you give me the milk, please?
Yeah, sure. We're going to be out of milk.
That's okay. We got to go to the store tomorrow.
Why do we have to go to the store tomorrow?
Because I'm going to need bananas.
Well, we can go Sunday. Well, not anymore.
We could, but we got to go to the movies on Sunday. So anytime you're making any sort of frosting, icing, glaze, anything like that, I've learned, add your milk last, or whatever your liquid is. If you're adding lemon juice, milk, whatever, like liquid. The vanilla's fine. Measure out your vanilla. But it'll tell you like 3 tablespoons of milk. And sometimes you put in those 3 tablespoons, and it's way too much, and it's super liquidy. So add it 1 tablespoon at a time and add it last. So I'm going to start with just 1 tablespoon. Because I think this only takes 2. And if it ends up too liquidy, you can always just add more powdered sugar. But then you end up playing this game of like powdered sugar, milk, and then you have 2 gallons of glaze, and it's way too much. So we'll start with just that and see how thick it is. Levels it off. That's the word you were looking for. Thank you, Lily. That was the word. Sometimes it's hard to think on the fly. So you want it to be like horrible. You don't want it like thick frosting that you have to spread. So this is obviously still too thick. I'm going to add another tablespoon of milk. There's that background noise you know and love.
Yeah, make you feel better?
Yes.
You don't.
I don't know. Pop quiz, did Hannah eat an edible? I sure hope so. Alright, so I'm just going to scrape my dry ingredients down off the side. It's a tiny little bit thick. I'm just going to put a little splash more. A little goes a long way. Oh, Chris. Chris says, I heard that great chefs always use butter. That way there's no margarine for error. Megan wants to know if she can post a picture of the hat she made on the RFS fan group. Absolutely, friend. Go for it.
I get it now.
Cook with May wants to know if we caught the party bus chase the other day. Yes, we absolutely did. If you guys don't know, I am part of the LA Police Chase group on Facebook, so I get notifications throughout the day. We now have unlimited data, so I can watch all the police chases at work. 50% of the time, I run in and tell my mom. The other 50% of the time, she runs out and tells me about a pursuit. That one, actually, the other guy, John, the architect, told my mom, who then came out and told me, because we are all police chase people.
A lot of people don't get it. It's really a California thing.
It really is.
They glorify it. They have special overlays and
it's amazing.
They have like all kinds of special helicopters just for the police pursuits.
Yes.
And
Facebook groups to notify you.
This one guy named Stu was the best. He would always have the best.
He's still the best, Dan.
He has the best commentary for it when everybody else has bad commentary. Like, it's a whole, like, to-do.
It's amazing. But yeah, apparently somebody stole a party bus, and then the police were chasing them. And they didn't even do anything cool, like drive onto a golf course like the one from last month. They just, like, pulled over and they were done.
The party was over, man.
I guess. On a Tuesday afternoon. Okay, so can you guys see the consistency we've got going on here? It is not too liquidy, not too thick. It's just like creamy. This is the best. Don't judge me.
No, you're good. Jess said, I posted in the group.
Sweet.
Let's see what hers looks like.
I need to get in here. Your camera's always in my way.
Oh, yeah, you can move it. Are you done with your work?
Yeah. This is our last step. It must be wiped down though. It's dirty. All right. So, whoa! Did you drop it from a foot up?
Slam.
I need a spoon. So every time I see a picture of this recipe, it's like lightly drizzled. Y'all know me. I don't lightly drizzle. This is enough to like coat the thing. Coat the damn thing. Don't be shy. It's a cinnamon roll coffee cake. You need your layer of frosting on the top of it. So I usually just drizzle with the spoon, let it blob, let it, drizzle thinly, thickly, whatever. And I usually do it both directions, so we get full coverage. Make sure you get all the way to the ends.
Your arm's in the way, so I'm going to try to,
okay,
get a better shot here. That's kind of making me seasick.
Is it?
Oops. Sorry.
Do not drop the camera in the cake.
Sorry, everybody at home. Oh, but I did, last time I did it was the Sloppy Joe Pro.
I remember.
The Sloppy Joe Pro was good. That was a good one. Charlie says, now I want to hear about whoever was driving on the golf course.
when the chase ended, like at the end of it, they just drove onto a golf course. Like people were out there playing golf in the middle of the day.
Then they did the stupidest thing. They got out of the car and started running.
Yes.
And it's like, you're in the middle of a golf course. Why would you do that? Your stamina is gonna run out.
Yes. And then the police helicopter landed on the golf course.
Right.
The motorcycle cops had to come out there because there was nowhere for the car cops to get into them.
He laid down his motorcycle too.
Yes. He didn't put a kickstand up.
And the other cop took someone else's golf cart.
Yes, they took the golf cart to like take him into custody.
It was like Grand Theft Auto.
It was really good.
It was.
You can probably Google golf course police chase and find it. It was a notable enough one.
Yeah, that was crazy. The guy landed his helicopter and got out with his gun and like he got him in the helicopter.
Get a rubber spatula for this.
Okay, I'm putting this down. Sorry,
okay.
Make everybody seasick.
Not everybody, Dan, just you. Athena says, that's looking very yummy to me right now. That's because it is, friend. I'm telling you guys, you have to try this recipe. There's no Brydens here tonight to attest to how good this is.
No, they're reproducing. Morgan Bryden.
Oh yeah, Morgan had her baby. I know you guys know who Morgan is from the chat. She had her baby this week with a full ass head of hair.
Yes, that's the Mexican. That's the Mexican in our family.
Her first kid is like blonde haired, blue eyed, and named Owen. And this one is Javier and looks very, very Mexican.
Oh, for sure. Like full head of hair.
Yes. So you see what I'm talking about? You see how much frosting there is for this? I don't know how these people have it like barely drizzled in the pictures of this stuff. Y'all are doing it wrong. Just pour it on. It is cinnamon roll coffee cake.
Oh, Greg's here. Scratching Post says, that looks so good.
It is. Wait till I cut a slice, you guys.
I am happy I get to see Greg in a few weeks.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah.
Are you going to snuggle and have pillow talk again?
Yeah, out of the cast of characters, he's probably my favorite.
Yeah, more than Jess?
No, the Black's different. That's like the owner. But like
that's the owner of the cast of characters?
That's our leader.
You hear that, Greg?
That's our leader. I mean just out of like all the people out there. Jess says, and a scratchy post, I made some. Oh, and your coat is clean. Oh, is it the really huge woolly mammoth coat? That one's cool. That's like my favorite.
Alright, bear with me, you guys. You know how this goes. That's not the mic shot anyway. He stacked the plates too high and I can't get them out.
No more egg pockets. Egg pockets. Do I
even want to know?
I think maybe so. I don't even know this one.
Yeah, I don't know. Sally says, I'm going to have to make this. Yes, you are. Kathy says, perfect with coffee.
Like you're just going for it? Like it's time to cut a piece?
Yeah, it's time to eat it. That's the best thing about this. You can eat it while it's warm.
I already want like a bite.
I didn't ask what you wanted. Your face says you don't want any of it. Oh, it falls apart a little bit when you take it out warm. Oh, my my cinnamon did kind of sink to the bottom because my butter was so thick.
Greg said, I had an egg in my pocket and I leaned on the car.
Why did you have an egg in your pocket?
Maybe he just got done watching Cool Runnings. Didn't Sanka have didn't Dougie Doug carry his egg with him that he was always kissing in Cool Runnings?
Alright guys, so it's not pretty. It's a little too soft. And my cinnamon sank to the bottom. But come on. That's a cinnamon roll coffee cake. I'm going to have to take a photo of a slice later because this isn't going to photograph well.
He has chickens. I know, but like, who walks around with an egg in
that makes it okay?
Who walks around with an egg in their pocket? Maybe he's like, oh, that's for later.
He has chickens, so he put their babies in his pocket and killed them. Squished them to death.
Can you tell we're from California?
Right?
We're like, we don't, like, my eggs come like in a like nice safety bin.
I have never had an egg in my pocket. Never have I ever.
Maybe we're missing out. Maybe, oh, like, are you happy to see me? Or is that an egg in your pocket?
He says, where was I going to put them? Can I make you an apron? Have you seen the aprons that people that have chickens have? that have egg-sized pockets.
Because he's still gonna smash them. You need to make.
He's just gonna smash them all at once.
You would need to make him like an handkerchief that goes around his neck, so you can carry him up here. Like like an handkerchief, and then that way they stay up here and they don't get broken. That's the deal.
I get it. All right, this part you can see a little bit better because it didn't sink down. How the cinnamon is like throughout the cake. You guys, it's a cinnamon roll coffee cake. There's no like cinnamon roll plus coffee cake. You can't screw it up. It's amazing. You guys should try this. I'm very happy. Yeah, do you want to try it? Your face says no.
I'll come have a bite.
Greg says, my mom's making me an apron for my birthday. Perfect. Don't wear it while you're scraping ice off your car. Jess says, you'll be there right after Greg's birthday. Oh my god, PJ.
Oh, nice.
PJ with the super chat says, because I've got one egg in my pocket and the other one's throwing at a taxi cab.
That's really good.
Oh my gosh.
That is really, really good. Alright, let's go to the group and see who posted in the group. I think Jess said she posted a picture of hers.
Chris says, get in my belly. I think Amanda said she was going to make this, just not tonight. So you may be able to have it. Come on. Jess says, so we had a ton of extra icing. No such thing as extra icing. Put it all on there. So we just poured it on. Yes. I also only had spreadable cream cheese, so we made it taste right and just went with it. Yeah, if you have like a kitchen scale, you can weigh the what is it, 2 ounces? Or yeah, just eyeball it. Like, you know the texture of icing. That's much prettier. That's what it's supposed to look like. My butter was a little bit too thick and not softened. I only took it out like maybe 20 minutes before we started.
Yeah, good job.
So that's what it should look like when you're spreading the cinnamon layer. And then, yes, your cinnamon did not squish down to the bottom so much. So, yes, nailed it. Perfect. This picture is amazing. That's what it's supposed to look like. I hope you love it. She said, OMG, so good. Yes, awesome. That makes me happy. I'm trying to see if anybody else posted any other making it. No, that's not. I don't even know how to group. How do I... This one. Oh, there it is, Brittany. I found your post. Took a minute. All right, where are we? You need to watch A Chick Called Albert. I don't know what that means. I don't know.
Maybe it's a show.
Is it a YouTube? Is it a... Give me more information, please. Hannah says, I forgot to take a pic. I'll do it tomorrow. Fair enough. Take a picture, post it tomorrow. Any of the rest of you guys, if you try this recipe, let me know. Post a picture. Let me know how it turned out. Let me know what you think. Melissa says, mine's still baking. I had hard butter, too. Yeah, mine wasn't fully hard. I did take it out. But yeah, you definitely want to wait for your butter to soften all the way. Otherwise, it does tend to sink a little bit more. Hopefully, it didn't sink all the way through. Maybe that was just a bad corner that I started from. But either way, the cinnamon's in there, and it is delicious.
I think it doesn't matter. It's like you take the bites from top to bottom.
Yes, it doesn't really matter.
Unless you're a horizontal eater.
It does have a cream cheese, frosting, icing, glaze, whatever the heck you want to call it. I don't know that you have to refrigerate it, because there's only 2 ounces in there, but I refrigerate it. I always throw this in the fridge. It's good cold. It's good warm. I'll throw a slice of it in a Tupperware and take it to work and eat it like 2 hours later, and it's good. Breakfast, snack, dessert, does not matter. You guys are going to love this.
Where doesn't it go? Like, where can we get a scenario where, like, you wouldn't want to bring that?
I'm just suggesting so people know.
How about in space? You want to take it to space?
Well, there's a lot of crumbs, so I would not advise that. You see how it falls apart? It's going to get, like, in the air ducts and stuff. That's a bad idea. Don't take it on a space shuttle. Hilo Husky says it's on YouTube. It's about a guy who bought quail eggs from the store and hatched one. I think I did see that, actually. At least like the intro video or something. I don't know if it's a series or what. My last week adventure wasn't able to bake tonight because her hands and lungs hurt tonight. Aw. Friend, well, I hope you feel better soon. And when you do, make this. It will make you feel much better.
You should put this in your lungs.
No.
Is that a place that doesn't go?
Do not inhale this.
Do we find a place that doesn't go?
Do not put it in your lungs. Do not put it into space. Linda says, I want to make one. You totally should. So I had commented, somebody said something about, I have all the ingredients for this. To which I replied, I love this recipe because I almost always have all the ingredients. The only thing I may or may not have is cream cheese, but lately I've been trying to make sure I have cream cheese in there. Like,
I've been trying to make sure you have cream cheese because you don't go to the store. You don't understand.
But I put it on the list.
There's no cream cheese anywhere to be found.
I heard people are having some trouble with that, so we do have a 2-pack now. But it only takes 2 ounces. It takes just a little bit. But it's such an easy recipe as far as, like, if you bake and have a fully stocked, baking cupboard with baking items, flour, sugar, powdered sugar, brown sugar, it's all the basics in here. So it's not some weird, like, you don't have to go get heavy cream or buttermilk or something you might not have. This is easy. You should make it. That's all I got. Stephanie says, we're having issues with groceries here in Australia, too. I saw a post the other day that says, why does the grocery store look like it needs to go to the grocery store? And nothing ever hit me as so true as why does the grocery store look like it needs to go to the grocery store? Because it's been hard times out there. Like, you just can't find some ingredients. Nancy says, no cream cheese anywhere. I've got 1 3/4 packages, so don't come for me, guys. Luckily, we were able to find it.
Alexa, remind me in an hour to make a slow motion video.
I was just listening on what you were... I like how you whisper to her and she yells back at you.
She did. No, I just... you want to know? I have to make a little video tutorial for Jess on how to do slow motion inside the video editing program we have. But I'll forget. So I'm telling her not to forget. Which sometimes she's like a day off on stuff. She doesn't always tell me correctly. Or the words change.
The other day, what did she tell you? I told you to pull... You set a reminder to pull weeds. And she said, Dan, police.
Yeah, and I'm like, that was like 2 days ago. Like, what was it? And I couldn't figure it out forever till you figured it out.
Yeah.
Until you figure it out. So sometimes she gets me muffled.
So you need to enunciate, like I always say. Amanda says, we have 4 packages of cream cheese. Don't come for us, though, right? You can't be telling people about the stuff you're stocked up on right now because they'll be coming for you.
I'll kick down the door. I'll take some cream cheese, some packaged lunch meat. What else are they always out of? Oh, yeah, edamame.
Yes.
And Crystal's, like, vegetarian package of sausagey meat spaghetti stuff. That's
been out for a while, the pasta and sausage.
They've been having too much of the other version of it, which is, like... penne and broccoli.
And broccoli and chicken. I don't like that one. That's gross.
Those two are together always, and everybody bought the one, so it's like until they sell the other, it's not coming.
Yes, I haven't been able to find my my like candied pineapple. The like dried pineapple from the Aldi. They haven't had that in months. I had to switch to banana chips. Brittany suggesting you get a basic cake mix from the dollar store and make the cinnamon topping. You could totally do that. And if you don't want to make the cake from scratch, you want an easier version, just get... I mean, this is more of a coffee cake, so it's not quite going to be the same, but... it'll be good enough. Absolutely. Alicia had to go to 3 stores to find brown sugar. Yeah, the struggle is real out there right now. And it's always whatever we need for the recipe is the thing we can't find that I have to send Dan all over town to find.
Which is fine because it gets me out of the house. The other day I was in the house too long and I was like, who's strangling me? And I was strangling myself.
For being out of the house too long?
No, for being in the house too long.
Jess says chicken. Meyer keeps running out of chicken. Yes. Yeah, if you find stuff you need, stock the heck up on it. Holly says cream cheese is at Costco.
We couldn't find tater tots for a while.
Yes, those were
I was on the tater tot. Yesterday when I was or the day before I was at Aldi, they have tater tots, and then they have cheese sticks, but it's only tater tot. It's not a cheese stick. It's just tater tot. Right?
Tater tot sticks?
Yeah.
Not like the flat things like shaped like the ones from McDonald's?
Like cheese sticks. No, that's a hash brown. Like a cheese stick, but it's 100% tater tot.
I don't know how I feel about that. Why do you need your tater tot to be longer?
I didn't ask the package. But I looked at it.
Who needs longer tater tots?
I looked at it and I was like, oh, are these like new cheese sticks? And they weren't. They were cheese stick shaped, but they were 100% tot.
That's
It was
weird.
like, now it's 100% tot. Yes, made with 99% tot juice.
Huh.
Yeah.
KK says, tomorrow I'm making jumbo banana bread muffins. If you are part of the Getting Big with Crystal Facebook group, please post pictures. I would love to see that. I have a jumbo muffin pan. Never made jumbo muffins. Not once, not ever. I thought like, oh look, mini muffs, regular muffs, jumbo muffs.
No.
Never made big ones.
Jumbo muffs are never the business. The only time they're rad is when they come from Costco.
From Costco.
But the problem is, even then, you can't even eat a whole one.
No, you can't. I have found a recipe for Costco replica muffins, but you know what it uses? cake mix. It's not from scratch, it's cake mix, which I think is the only way you could replicate that. I don't think you could do it from scratch. I can't find any recipes that are from scratch.
That's alright. I'd rather just have the ones from Costco be a treat.
Yeah, and just
I love the chocolate
once in a while.
Yeah, the chocolate ones are great. It would come with chocolate, blueberry, and stupid spurred seed.
Poppy seed?
Poppy seed.
No, the best one was the ones, the oatmeal apple ones, and they would have a layer of oatmeal on the bottom, all like
that's right.
brown sugary and hard and crunchy.
Brown sugar color.
They don't have those anymore. I haven't had those in years. Megan, thinking about making banana bread with granola on top of it. Do it! Just do it! Apparently we need longer tots because they're easier to dip. Melissa says, fun for kids, just like French toast sticks. Chris says it isn't the size of the tater, it's how you tot.
Amanda!
Get your man in check. Cook with May says, I was looking for those tater tot sticks at Aldi, but they didn't have any left.
Are you really?
My husband wanted them. I did find the donut ice cream.
Why?
Dan, did you know there's donut ice cream bars? I need more information. Cook with May, please. What?
I need to know why
donut ice cream.
I need to know why your husband wanted, like, specifically, like, Crystal, we have to go get, like, these tot rods.
Maybe it's easier for him to dip.
He just wants a tot rod.
Jason chiming in to say he can eat a whole Costco muffin.
That's right. Okay.
I don't doubt that.
All right.
Hannah says, Jay, just because you can doesn't mean you should. But for the record, so can she. I can too, but I shouldn't. I absolutely shouldn't. Jumbo muffs. I feel like this just turned into a niche adult channel. Chris! Cook with May did not give me more information about donut ice cream bars. I've not seen these. So I noticed the other day, I haven't seen any Aldi Facebook posts lately. What's going on?
From the Aldi group?
Yeah, so you guys know I have screamed from the mountaintops. You need to join this Aldi Facebook group. Go to Aldi, shop at Aldi. The Aldi Facebook group, it's not shut down.
It was cracking.
It's paused.
Oh.
There's not been any posts since December.
Maybe she got into a disagreement with Aldi.
I don't know what happened, but it's done. So I had to find a new Aldi Facebook group to join. There's a ton of them, but most of them have like 5 comments on each post. Not my kind of Aldi group.
That's the same thing to like when I met Jess. Like I went to so many YouTube channels trying to find, or like pages.
Right.
Or groups. Sorry, groups. And like hers was the only one that was like cracking and active. The rest of them were all just like 5 or 6 posts or like.
Right. So I did find one that's active. I'm not sure if I like it yet. We'll see.
Steve's in arbitration with you right now. He's got a rebuttal for you. Or not Steve, Chris.
Seriously, I've been dropping quality humor content for an hour, and the Muffs comment is the one you read? I got nothing. Okay, Cook with May says he wanted them for the air fryer because they were new. I get it, and he never had them before. Sometimes you try stuff just because they're new. I totally get it. The donut ice cream bars are shaped as donuts. Ew, but not like the Klondike ones, right? Because Klondike bars fall apart anyway. And remember they came out with Boston cream donut Klondike bars and they just had a hole in the middle? Like they didn't fall apart enough on their own? They have chocolate and vanilla in a box and also a box of strawberry. Strawberry is the best one. Hey, Dan, we're going to Aldi tomorrow.
That's fine. I'll look. I don't think I saw them because I kind of look around to try to see if I could score points by bringing you stuff. But there was nothing there. Steve was talking about finding donut beer.
I think I've seen donut beer before. I don't know if we purchased it, but I've seen it. Shannon says, I was wondering what happened to the Aldi group. Yeah, it just, like, popped in my head, like, I don't think I've seen anything. Like, what's going on? I don't go there. I don't see any posts. I don't know what to tell Dan to get.
They would always show you the, like, stuff before it got there.
Shannon says, Aldi now runs its own fan group page on Facebook. Oh, I don't know that
Yeah, but they're not gonna be as cool as.
Yeah. Bradley says hi. Hello, Bradley. He's eating an apple and then he's either going to bed or going to be bad. I'm not sure which typo you made there, but I'm sure both are probably true. Hey, Bradley, don't mess around at bedtime. Be good.
Dang. On a cooking show. He's gonna grow up and like there'll be cooking shows on TV. He's gonna be like, I can't watch those. I can't watch those.
I thought you only wanted a bite.
That's really good.
Jason, do you put cinnamon and sugar on his apples?
No, it's like
what's going on? Or caramel? I know he does the caramel on his apples.
Not if you want him bouncing off the wall.
He's gonna do that anyway. Debbie Scott says this is just what I needed to see after the month and week I have had. Well, I'm glad we could entertain you tonight. Please mixed cinnamon roll coffee cake. I highly recommend it. It's one of the best recipes I've ever found.
Would you put nuts in it?
I would not. I would not mess around with it. If you like nuts, I would do like a pecan or a walnut, like a softer nut, if you're into that sort of thing. If you like nuts in your cinnamon rolls. I do not. I just want all the icing.
This is really good.
Coco May says the donut ice cream comes on a stick.
Did Jess say that she liked it or not?
Yeah, she said OMG so good.
Oh, okay.
She
good,
posted
good.
about
Okay.
it. Jason says bear apple. He's eating it like Anthony. That's my boy. I can't do it. How are his tiny little baby teeth strong enough? I can't just grab an apple and bite into it. It's not a thing I have in my skill set.
I used to growing up, like that's how I always ate them. But then like I waste too much, and then I'm at the end like
sucking it off the core.
Yep, and then the little black bits are there and stuff like that. So now I use the machine.
The
like,
seeds?
Yeah.
Jason says he's been about them lately, practically eating the core. Good
eat
for
the
him.
reproductive organs of the
Good
apple.
for him. Martha's waiting for the new Aldi to open there for the first time. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited for you.
I love
It's the best
the
thing.
Aldi. There's so much stuff that you can get that's like not name brand and it's the same.
Yes, I've talked about it before. If you've watched before, you know. Don't be afraid to try the Aldi brand
No
stuff.
more $4 A1 steak sauce. The dollar
No.
steak sauce is good.
Yes.
Their mayonnaise is good. From Best Foods. Their Best Foods mayonnaise
I'm
is good.
picky about mayonnaise, and I'm okay with their mayonnaise.
Their milk is good, yeah.
Yeah?
Their eggs come in clear containers, which is super weird.
I don't like the packaging because
It's super
you know
weird.
what it is? It's like the plastic like cake or croissant packages from the grocery store where like everybody in a mile radius knows that you're getting a piece of cake. It's loud and plasticky and you have to pop it open. I always take them out of there.
Their bread is super inexpensive and
79 cents.
really good. Way better than like crappy Walmart bread. What else do we get there? We get all kinds
Like everything.
of the lunch meat, the prepackaged lunch meat's like $1 cheaper there, and it's the same stuff.
The
And
jarred artichoke hearts
they-
is like half the price of the grocery store. I need to blow my nose.
They always put it in like a similar like packaging, so you know what you're getting. Like you know that like, oh, I know how this clamshell works, and it looks just like the other store stuff. But you have to try all the everythings because it is like way less expensive, and it's good, and it's fun because it's like crowded there, but it's like never like crowded there. There's people, but it's never crowded.
Oh, it's gonna be when it first opens.
When it first, right, it probably will be for. You know what's still cracking out here all these years later that still has an In-N-Out size line?
What?
Is the Chick-fil-A. I drove by the Chick-fil-A today, like when I was coming back through to go home.
Yes.
And the line was still up and out into the street.
Worst positioning at that particular
Worst
parking lot
positioning
too. It makes it impossible
ever.
to get into the
The
parking lot.
drive-through comes all the way through the parking lot, around into the intersection, and then out onto one of the busiest streets in the whole Antelope Valley.
They should have
The
put the
whole
Chick-fil-A
Antelope Valley.
like deeper in the parking lot
Right.
to allow for the
but
line.
that thing had a line coming all the way out, and it was like at it was like 11:30.
Right,
It was,
almost lunchtime.
It was almost lunchtime, but it was that big.
Chris says there's an Aldi under construction about 15 minutes from us. # excited. Awesome. I'm excited for you. I was saying something about that the other day. Like, people live in Aldi deserts, or like there's so much Aldi you can go to multiple Aldis. Jason's got, I think he said 3 within reasonable driving range. We've got one like 5 minutes up the street and then 20 minutes on the other side of town. It's all or nothing. Shannon says, Crystal, I sent you an invite to the group. They have giveaways weekly. Awesome. Thank you so much. I will definitely accept that invite. KK says, no more snow in Animal Crossing. Yay. I did hear that today, and I'm excited for that.
You haven't picked yours up in a couple days.
It's been about a week.
We've been playing lots of board games.
And I've been working on the calendar and $1 Million Butt and other various things
and board
for
games.
stuff. And board games.
Yeah.
Aldi also had sausage balls that Dan might like. They had French toast and also a bag with cheese, egg, and I believe bacon. Yummy in the air fryer. We need to go tomorrow.
That sounds good and all.
I need to go on a weekday.
Except for I have like 40 pounds of pork.
Yeah, we
in
got
my
our free pork
fridge.
from work, so
Yeah,
we're not allowed to buy
I have
any
lots
meat.
of pork sausage. I have lots of pork chorizo. I have lots of Italian seasoned pork.
We actually only have one more package of chorizo left.
Pork everywhere. Pork everywhere. But thank you.
PJ just found the Aldi in Brattleboro? That sounds made up. But yay, I'm happy for you. That is awesome. Aldi will stretch your damn budget. Drea says, I would eat that whole tray. Don't worry, I will. I'll take some to my mom. And
Yeah,
Dennis, you can have a little
tray.
bit.
That tray.
This is one that there will be no leftovers. This
Right.
will all get eaten. Christine says, "Oh nope, it jumped. Sorry, I saw it and then it went away. They're building a new Aldi here, but I'm 5 minutes from the old one. But you'll still go check out the new one." Dan went to the one on the other side of town and said he didn't like it. It's not our Aldi.
I didn't like it. It was like I didn't know where anything was, even though it's the exact same thing. It's just didn't feel
It's different.
It didn't feel right. It didn't feel right. It didn't feel like my Aldi.
Liz says, my brother and his wife only shop at Aldi. I can't only shop at Aldi because I'm very particular about certain things. They don't have my juice that I like for my smoothies. They don't have frozen peaches that I like in my smoothies. They only have mango and, well, they have other stuff, but I use mango, pineapple, and peach.
We
and they
can
don't
get a
have peaches.
fair amount of stuff there.
We always go there
get a fair
first.
amount
We've
of
talked about this before. We go there first, and then there's a few things we couldn't get, and we'll go somewhere else.
It's just so nice that it's like there's just never, it's never crowded.
Yes. There were Aldis when I lived in Illinois. I haven't had one since then. So you don't have one? Oh, Brittany's in an Aldi desert too. Can I have that whole tray of cinnamon rolls? I promise I can eat normal foods again. Drea, I'm telling you, make a tray of it and just sit down with a fork. Just eat the whole damn thing. It's worth it. Hannah says, Dan, House of Danger was good and now I'm getting my dad into D&D.
Awesome.
Stephanie says, we have at least 3 Aldi in a 30-minute radius from mine. That's awesome. Are your guys' bigger? Because I know in other countries, a lot of them are bigger. Ours is like 5 aisles, and it's pretty tiny. But I know some of them are like full-on grocery stores with like more sections and things and stuff. Like more Aldi Isle of Shame stuff. Keeps jumping. Battleboro is real. It's in Vermont.
Is Dan gonna rate it? For sure, 5 out of 5. This is one of the better home run recipes. This goes in the recipe book. It is from your recipe book.
It's on the second page,
Yeah,
literally.
it goes in the recipe book.
Let's see what made it before this.
It's good. It eats
Donuts.
well. But as far as will it catch, you know what?
It's too crumbly.
Who cares? Rip off a little piece. Let's see. We haven't had that in a while.
I'm gonna have to squish it into a ball
You
first.
make yourself a breakfast cake. What's it called? Coffee cake? You make a coffee cake ball, and I'll see if I can catch it in my mouth.
It's not.
You could do it.
Okay, I'm gonna have to
Use
get you
the force.
We're gonna do the end of it where it's like a little crispy and overcooked. You got this, Dan.
Hi.
Oh, damn it!
It sucks because you lose it here, and like I don't know how big my mouth is.
Oh, I know how big your mouth is.
Oh, I know how big your mouth is. It got me right in the chin, and I couldn't like back up. So
Cook with May says, did you get the cans of whipped topping Aldi had? They had caramel and strawberry one, but I wasn't lucky enough to find them.
I don't like whipped topping.
I don't like whipped topping.
You don't
either.
like whipped topping? No, because you get that on your on every time you get a milkshake, it's no whipped topping.
Yes, I don't like whipped cream.
I don't mind it. Like it's fun to go like that's fun, but like no, I don't know. Like, and then I try to eat it, and it's a lie. It's just like, what is it?
It just dissolves like
is
when
it
raccoons
air?
put cotton
Not-
candy
yeah.
in water.
So it's kind of like when you get a sandwich with one of those fake green leaves on the side. It's kind of just like that. Like,
Yes.
it's just
Parsley?
It's just for show.
Lily says Aldi. What is that? We don't have that where I live. Is it like Costco in Aldi Desert? An Aldi Desert is like you live in an area where there are no Aldi stores at all. So people live where you can get
find a picture
to
of it.
multiple Aldi stores within a reasonable amount of time. Like we've got 2. I think Jason said he had 3. Someone else said they had 3. Or you live in a desert where you have none. Like you have to drive 3 hours to get to one. And no, it's not like a Costco. It's a tiny little store.
I'll find you an Aldi.
And the products inside are like, it's like, I think I said this the first time I went, it's like a dollar store meets Trader Joe's. So if you've ever been to a Trader Joe's, there's all kinds of weird different things you've never seen anywhere else. And same goes for the dollar store with like kind of knockoff weird things, but like put it together. So weird things, but also knockoff brands. And so they'll have like cinnamon toast squares, but it looks exactly like a cinnamon toast crunch box. What did you do, Dan?
Sorry. Hold on a second.
But their off brands are really, really good. And I think it's owned by Trader Joe's. Oh, are we both mousing? Oh my gosh, what are you doing?
I was trying to easily pick this on the screen here. There's an Aldi.
What have you done?
This is what Aldi...
It's just a grocery store.
Yeah. But it looks like that. That's what it looks like.
Okay, can I have this?
Well, yeah, but let me put this back away now.
Now can I have it? Is it my turn now? Stephanie says, yeah, our Aldi's are massive. Proper supermarket. Yeah, ours are tiny. That's why I can't only shop there, because they just don't carry some things that I need for the week. Did Crystal say, Dan it? No. Shannon says we have a Little? About 40 minutes from us. It's basically a fancier Aldi. We don't have that. I never heard of that. I don't know what that is. Hannah found some 2-player campaigns on D&D Beyond for super cheap and will run as the DM and her dad as the PC. I don't know what that means, but you probably do.
That sounds fun. We've been playing Splendor still.
Yes, we've been having a lot of fun with that.
We've been having a lot of fun with
thank
that.
Thank you, Cyber Husky.
Yeah, we haven't done any D&D. I have a few more steps before I can get Crystal into that.
Yeah.
Yeah. A few more gaming mechanic steps of us playing some different games until I can like rope you into doing that, and it'll be interesting in you. Because you were hesitant on Splendor. You were hesitant on Splendor at first, but that quickly became one of our favorites. PC equals player character. Yes. Gotcha. I'm sorry, I knew in my head what that was, but I did not say it out loud.
Greg says, I'd rather live in an Aldi desert than a literal one.
What was that? Go crack an egg in your pocket?
Yeah. I'd rather keep my eggs in the refrigerator than my pocket. How about that? All right, shall we wrap this up?
Yeah, so final thoughts.
Final thoughts. Y'all better make this. And please post pictures when you do, because you need it. I mean, there's no, I don't need to give you, oh my gosh, I tried this and it's great. I've tried this. I know that it's great. Please make it. You will not be disappointed. I've been saying that since we first started talking about making it. Please make it. Jess can attest to it. Hannah can attest to it. Who else made it? I don't remember who else made it. But yes, anybody who has made it.
I think Melissa was making it. Melissa, were you making it?
I think maybe. Alicia says, thank you for a great night. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate you being here. Now we're getting into nerdy D&D talk, guys.
Can I get you to hold the book?
No.
I can't get you to hold the book?
No, and didn't you already have a book? Why do you have a new book?
Because this book's from 1993.
How has it really changed? Don't hold your old book over my snaps.
This is my old book from when I was a kid, and then this is the newer one that'll set you free.
Melissa says, mine just came out. It's still naked. Aw. When you're done, please post in the group and let me know what you thought of it, because I promise you it's delicious. Oh, Brittany says, my closest Aldi is your Aldi. Wait, are you at my house?
There's gotta be an Aldi between here and up there, right?
I don't know.
Gotta be one.
Chris says, thank you, Crystal, for a super fun night. We love you both very much. Thank you. Linda says, I'm so going to make this. You really should. So, as you guys know, I mentioned it before. If you don't already, have a Pinterest account. Make a Pinterest account. Go follow the Getting Back to Crystal Pinterest page. And on the recipes I made on the show board, you will find this recipe along with all the other recipes I have made on the show. I make sure to put them on there so that you guys can go back and find them.
Tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow.
I'm getting there. I saw a little crumb and I had to eat it. Tomorrow, yes, this way. Tomorrow, 6 p.m., same Dan time, same Dan channel. Why does it always got to be Dan?
Because your name
Crystal time, same Crystal channel.
Your name's crappy when it comes to doing anything literary. I've got a good Wordle streak going. That should make me hotter to you.
Okay.
I mean,
join us tomorrow night, you guys, for $1 Million But with Jess and Steve. Make sure if you guys have not checked out Gone to the Snow Dogs, go check out her channel and follow it. And Loki the Siberian, go give him some love. He's got huskies too. That's all. Bye guys. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow night.
Woo.